And good evening. Welcome back out again to high school, or to King City High School as we get set for King City tournament basketball action tonight. It's a matchup tonight in our first game that'll see the girls' consolation followed by the girls' third place game. And then our final game of the night will be the boys' consolation game. Let's take a look at those games. For the first game, the girls' consolation, it will be a GRC battle between two teams that have already played each other a couple of times this season. It'll be the number 3 seed Stanberry Lady Bulldogs and number 5 seed Albany Lady Warriors. In the girls' third place game, it'll be a matchup in the 275 conference between two teams that have already played each other this year. Number 4 seed South Holt, number 6 seed DeKalb girls. And the final game of the night will also feature two teams that have faced each other already once this season. This one, though, a matchup between the GRC and the 275 as the number 5 seed Albany Warriors take on the number 7 seed Northeast Nottoway boys. As we get set here for this first game, I'd like to thank our sponsors help you bring you tonight's broadcast of Albany Stanberry girls consolation basketball from the King City tournament. BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Centers with locations in Bethany and Albany. Winners Circle Trophies and Awards north of Albany. The Albany Hy-Vee and the B&G in the Morning podcast. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Association. Northwest Cell. Giratano Meat Co. and Albany Mo. American Family Insurance Agent David Smith in Albany and Stanberry. Hogue Lumber Company of Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop of Albany. And Lone Star Investments of Albany. Papa's Family Restaurant of Albany. East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center of Albany. Andy's Whistle Stop in downtown Albany. Williams Construction and Electric. Sublime Flamingo Boutique and Briar Patch Flower and Gifts, both on the square in Albany. Northwest Chiropractic of Stanberry and Maryville. Bank Northwest. West Fork Tire and Auto of Stanberry. Pineview Manor in Stanberry. Dr. Fallon Steens DDS of Stanberry. H&B Bank in Stanberry. Rain Physical Therapy in Maryville. The City of Albany. Albany Booster Club. The Albany and Stanberry School Districts. And the Printery and New Shopper located in Albany. Remember, tonight's pregame is brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you. We'll be back in a moment as we'll go over these two teams when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV. Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and you can earn that school extra cash. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded just like you. BTC Bank.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
B&G in the Morning is a weekly podcast with co-hosts Brett Williams and Gavin Schaus. Every week, we cover the biggest stories from Missouri 8-man football, the NFL, the NBA, and more. We also do player interviews. Our goal is to keep you updated on what's going on in the sports world without the clickbait headlines. Hear us on Spotify, Anchor, and Facebook giving our opinions on the biggest sports news every week.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your sporting snack headquarters for all of your favorite sports. If you want to bring the smells of the games to your living room, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your sports snack favorites before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpless smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations are proud to sponsor the students of the Albany, King City, Stanberry, and Worth County school districts. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations
would like to remind you to mark your calendars for their annual Cattlemen's Dinner and Auction coming up March 25th at the Armory in Albany at 6 p.m. and their annual Tractor Pull July 8th in Stanberry. When life never stops moving, one thing will always bring your family together. Beef, it's what's for dinner.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms and ranches is at the heart of what we do. After all, it's where we got our start more than 90 years ago. We understand the hard work that goes into building and sustaining your business, and that's why we offer customizable policies that protect everything you worked hard for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves. Contact me today.
For details, stop by and talk to Agent David Smith at 116 South Smith Street in Albany or at 303 North Park Street in Stanberry, or call 660-726-3536 today.
And welcome back out again here to King City, where as these two teams come in, the number 3 seed Stanberry comes in with a record of 8-10 on the season. Albany, as the number 5 seed, comes in with a record of 4-13. Looking at how both these teams got here, Stanberry in their first game lost to number 6 DeKalb 42-35, then beat the number 7 seed Maysville 50-38. Albany lost to the number 4 seed South Holt in their first game 54-26, and then beat the number 8 seed Osborne Stewartsville on Wednesday 33-30. These two teams have played each other twice already this season. It was Stanberry that got the best of Albany at the Albany tournament, 32-26 on Albany's floor. Albany then went into Stanberry for conference play and pulled out a 25-24 point victory. In that game, though, the Bulldogs saw foul trouble early for Amelia Wallace, ended up fouling out of the ball game. Warriors were able to come back and pick up a 1-point victory. Also in both of those games for the Warriors, they did have Abby Tronson, and for that first game, they also had Corey Worrell, so they will have to play without both of them tonight. So we'll see how both teams fare out in this game in their third meeting, this time on a neutral site floor, as these two teams have beat each other on each other's floor already so far this season. We'll take a closer look at these two teams, and we'll be joined by our color analyst for the night, Mike Atkins, when we come back after this BTC Bank pregame timeout here on Albany TV. Remember, BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you.
Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is here to help you with all of your DIY projects. Whether you're doing a home remodel, some repair work, a painting job, or a plumbing job, Hogue Lumber Company's dedicated staff can help you get the materials that you need to do the job right. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is your trusted hometown hardware store and lumber yard for more than 4 decades.
Northwest Cell, your local cell phone provider, is a proud supporter of all local schools. Northwest Cell has authorized agents located in Albany, Grant City, Maryville, Mound City, Oregon, Rockport, Stanberry, and Tarkio. Stop in at any of Northwest Cell's authorized agents or visit nwmcell.com to learn about their FlexPay unlimited data plans or any of this month's hot deals.
Bank Northwest is a full-service bank offering checking, interest-bearing accounts, savings accounts, certificate to deposit, safe deposit boxes, as well as agricultural, real estate, business, and consumer loans. Bank Northwest features 5 locations in Northwest Missouri in Bethany, Cameron, Hamilton, Polo, and Stanberry, as well as 8 easy-to-use ATM locations throughout the area as well. Bank Northwest is your hometown bank covering Northwest Missouri. Bank Northwest, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Dr. Fallon Steens, and I'd like to become your family's dentist. If you call Northwest Missouri home, you no longer need to drive for miles to visit the dentist. I personally invite you to contact our practice located in Stanberry. Our pledge to our patients is to provide exceptional care in a comfortable, friendly atmosphere. If you have public or private insurance coverage, chances are you may need to use it before the end of the year, and chances are we accept it. Exceptional dental care, close to home. I hope to see you soon. Dr. Fallon Steens, Family Dental in Stanberry. More smiles, fewer miles.
Tanya McCampbell of Lone Star Investments at 120 South Smith Street in Albany has been your hometown financial advisor since 2009. When you need help securing your future, give Tanya a call at 660-726-5119. Lone Star Investment Securities are offered through registered representatives of Cambridge Investment Research Incorporated, a broker-dealer member of FINTRA SIPC. Advisory services are through Cambridge Investment Research Advisories Incorporated, a registered investment advisor. Cambridge and Lone Star Investments are not affiliated. Give Tanya a call at 660-726-5119 at Lone Star Investments to secure your future. Dr. Darcy Richardson of Northwest Chiropractic Clinic in Stanberry is committed to providing chiropractic solutions to address your unique needs. Whether you are experiencing back pain, neck pain, headaches, or even muscular tightness and tension from a fall or slip, Dr. Darcy Richardson can help. If your athlete has suffered an injury this sports season, call Dr. Darcy Richardson at 660-235-8037 to get your athlete ready for the next sports season. Northwest Chiropractic Clinic in Stanberry, adjusting you today for a better tomorrow.
And welcome back out again here to King City as we're joined here by our color analyst for the night, Mike Atkins. And Mike, it's a matchup here. Stanberry, Albany, we've seen both these teams quite a few times already this season in the Albany tournament, Stanberry tournament, and then also have saw them both in conference play and obviously see the Lady Warriors quite a bit this season on Albany TV. But for these two teams, for Stanberry, they're going to need to keep Amelia Wallace out of foul trouble. Whenever they lose, it tends like she seems to get into foul trouble early and then had some trouble. For the Warriors, they're going to have to be able to hit some shots, and that's what this game is going to come down to.
Well, and I think you addressed it a little earlier when you talked about the Warriors being down a couple of starters.
Mm-hmm.
And the first time these two teams played is 32-26.
Yep.
But
Warriors
that was
had everybody.
And they had everybody. And it was a close game, and right at the end of the ball game, behind Amelia Wallace, they kind of got out to that 6-point lead, and that's where it ended up.
Mm-hmm.
The second time they played, 26-25, I believe.
Yes.
And Amelia Wallace fouled out of that game with about a minute and a half, 2 minutes to go. And she had sat quite a bit with foul trouble through the course of that game. Warriors had everybody. And I think Jordan Sturkis had hit one of two free throws with less than 5 seconds to go.
And if I remember correctly, even in that Stanberry Albany game the first time, which was to see who went to the consolation game on the girls' side, was if the Warriors can learn how to – because this is coming off of a season where they hadn't won yet,
right,
and they didn't win for another week or two or so. It was for the Warriors, it was can they remember to learn how to – seal the game at the end, because they did have the lead and let it slip away at the end, and that's whenever Stanberry was able to come away with a 6-point victory. For Stanberry also, they're looking for their third consecutive consolation girls victory here tonight.
Yep, and you called it, and we mentioned earlier in the year, when you've never won, part of the key is you need to play games close.
Yes.
First, because maybe you don't know how to win. In fact, you lose them in some really inconceivable ways sometimes. But sooner or later, you steal one or you get one maybe you don't deserve, gives you a little more confidence. And the more confidence you get from playing close games and how to handle situations, it's better for you. And one of the things that I think has been an issue for the Warriors has been, can they find enough people to score? And we mentioned the game that they played against Osborne Stewartsville. I thought the 4 minutes that they played to start the second half was just
the best that we've seen them play all season.
Best we've seen them in 2 years. And in not only recognition of hitting the open man, but good ball movement, good player movement, taking time on the shot, knocking them in. And then it's like, holy smoke, what are we doing here? And it's like, and they did substitute, and that changed the rhythm a little bit. And then they just never seemed to get back to that. And the one thing they are going to see tonight from Stanberry is going to play a lot better defense maybe than some of the other teams that they've seen. The question for Stanberry is, can Wallace stay in the game? Can they get anybody else to score, whether it's Kylie Matson, whether it's Lindsay Haley.
Katie Engel had a big game at the Stanberry tournament for them.
Katie Engel does. She's got, you figure she's at least somewhere along the line is going to hit one or two threes.
Yeah.
And, those are the things that I think it's going to be a rough go for the Warriors. But they played close twice. Like I said, the big difference, can they overcome the lack of two starters in this third meeting? It's kind of the rubber match between the two teams.
We'll be back with the B&G in the Morning podcast, starting lineups and your Giratano Meat Co. opening tip-off when we come back with more BTC Bank pregame in a moment on Albany TV.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They're prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
If you are in need of physical therapy, don't use one of the big chains. Go local with Rain Physical Therapy in Maryville. From Bearcats to Warriors, professional athlete to professional grandparent, Rain Physical Therapy has the experience to get you back to what you love. Unlike typical rehab, Rain Physical Therapy in Maryville treats the whole person, start to finish. So next time you need physical therapy, choose home with Rain Physical Therapy in Maryville. The Briar Patch on the west side of the square in Albany has gifts for every occasion. The Briar Patch can help you with fresh flowers, green plants, candles, willow tree angels, customized cups, and so much more. They also deliver your gift items. Don't forget, the Briar Patch also features tuxedo rentals for all occasions. To schedule a fitting for your tux or to order your one-of-a-kind gifts, call the Briar Patch on the square in Albany at 660-726-4170. When you bank at H&B Bank, you bank with a financial institution that people trust. You also bank with an institution that handles decision-making locally. When you're in need of lending advice, turn to the bank that carries experience and compassion for every situation. With loans available for home mortgages, rural land, ag lending, and much more, you can trust that H&B Bank provides the right fit for all your needs. Come see the staff at the Stanberry branch and see how H&B Bank is making it possible. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Pineview Manor in Stanberry has been providing kind, gentle, and compassionate care for over 40 years. Pineview Manor is a skilled nursing facility that provides care for residents requiring a certain level of medical care that can't be met through home or other community services. Pineview Manor in Stanberry features physical, occupational, and speech therapy, as well as assisted living. Pineview Manor in Stanberry. There's someplace like home. Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's also has daily lunch specials with the lunch buffet on Wednesdays. Make sure you leave room for dessert though, because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany.
And welcome back out again here to King City as we continue with our BTC Bank pregame tonight here on Albany TV. Remember, your pregame brought to you by BTC Bank community-minded, just like you. And as we get ready for the national anthem, we'll also have your B&G in the Morning podcast starting lineups. Remember, tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by the B&G in the Morning podcast. Check out the B&G in the Morning podcast with Brett Williams, Gavin Chauch on Spotify, Anchor, and Facebook, as this week they go over the AFC and NFC championship games and take a look back at the division round games. And the next week, maybe have Super Bowl picks, or maybe the week after, since they got that week in between. Here is the national anthem here from King City. And now here are your B&G in the Morning podcast starting lineups here from King City for this matchup between number 3 seed Stanberry Lady Bulldogs and number 5 seed Albany Lady Warriors here in this girls' consolation game on Albany TV.
Championship between the Stanberry Lady Bulldogs and the Albany Lady Warriors. Starting lineup for the Lady Bulldogs: number 0, Caitlin Stoll; number 12, Amelia Wallace; number 14, Katie Angle; number 22, Trista Longer; number 30, Kylie Matson. Starting lineup for the Lady Warriors: number 2, Haley Wink; number 10, Jenna Smith; number 15, Addison Crawford; number 21, Brooke Wink; and number 24, Jordan Sturpis.
So again, those are your B&G in the Morning podcast starting lineups, and as we get set for tonight's opening tip-off, sponsored by Giratano Meat Co. and Albany Mo. Taking a look here at both teams. Stanberry will wear their home white uniforms with black lettering outlined in gold. Albany wears their road green uniforms, white lettering outlined in black. Remember, tonight's opening tip-off brought to you by Giratano Meat Co. and Albany Mo. Slam your hunger through the hoop when you eat at Giratano Meat Co. Second free throw from Jordan Sturkis falls down as well.
Well, good patience against that 2-3 zone. Used a minute and 13 seconds off the clock on that possession.
Warriors also will come out in a 2-3 zone as they'll get the ball into Wallace. Goes up strong off glass, gets her own rebound. Can't get the shot to fall. Third opportunity. Just like the Warriors, except for she gets the shot to fall and picks up the foul. And the foul this time is going to go against Jordan Sturkis. As the second and one opportunity free throw from Wallace is good. 3-2, here is the lead for Stanberry. Haley Wink with the basketball, sends it over now to Brooke Wink, and the pass just too tall for her sister to pull in, and it will fall out of bounds. Back to Stanberry.
And that is one of the bugaboo. If you're going to be really patient, you've got to make sure you get a shot every time down the court.
Lager will send it up top for Stoll, trying to send it inside to Matson, and Stanberry will turn the ball right back over here to the Warriors.
Both teams trade offensive rebounds and trade
They're going to get a travel here against Brooke Wink.
turnovers.
Right now sits at a 3-2 Stanberry lead, just over 2 minutes gone here in this opening quarter of play. Katie Engel sends it left wing for Stoll, up top for Lager. Right wing to Engel. Trying to send it inside to Wallace, goes up strong, can't get it to fall, and Stoll picks up the rebound. She'll be fouled. We'll go to line here to shoot 2 free throws. Foul this time going to go against Jenna Smith. That'll be her first, team second. And the shot from Stoll off the mark to the right.
Well, one of the things about playing the zone, when the ball goes to one side of the floor, bottom wings are going to get all the way in the middle of the lane. When that shot goes up, if you miss from one side, it's probably going to end up on the other side. You've got to step out and go get the player to keep them off the glass, and that's where both teams have kind of made hay here in the early going. That they're just not getting out to box out on the weak side.
Stoll gets the second free throw to fall, makes it a 4-2 lead. Haley Wink is going to be called here for the double dribble up at the top of the key.
So now a good first possession followed by 3 in a row that have ended with a turnover for the Warriors.
Katie Engel, top of the key, sends it left wing for Wallace. Back up top to Engel, right wing to Lager. Engel trying to send it to the high post to Wallace, tipped that time by Wink. Wallace able to run it down on the wing. Lager into the corner for Stoll, trying to get it to Wallace. Weak side block for Kylie Matson, who puts it up off glass for 2. 6-2, Stanberry with the lead. 3 minutes here into the ball game. Crawford in the corner. Sends it deeper into the corner here to Haley Wink. Haley Wink over to Crawford, left wing. Brooke Wink to Haley Wink. High post to Sturkis, back out to Haley Wink, to Brooke Wink, to Crawford. To Jordan Sturkis, goes through her hands, picked up here by Wallace. Now Katie Engel, top of the key, right wing for Lager, trying to send it inside to Matson. It'll be a jump ball. Stays here with Stanberry. Checking in will be Lindsay Haley here for Caitlin Stoll, as the freshman from the Lady Bulldogs will get her first action. Getting the ball inbounds here to Wallace. It comes back and will be out of bounds here off the inbounding Trista Lager. Addison Crawford over to Brooke Wink, left wing. Back into the corner for Crawford. Trying to send it down to the block for Sturkis. Goes out of bounds here off of Amelia Wallace. Halfway through the first quarter of play, it's a 6-2 lead here in favor of the Lady Bulldogs. Mike, I see you didn't hop up on that one like last time.
I told referee Tom Seipel I was just this close to going to get that.
Haley Wink shot from 3, long, goes out of bounds here off of Trista Lager. Haley Wink has taken some good shots here in the tournament and good shot selection, just haven't quite gotten the ball to fall through the hoop so far. As the ball inbounds up to Jenna Smith. Brooke Wink into the corner for Crawford. Back up to Haley Wink, top of the key. To Jenna Smith at the free throw line. Her shot just off the mark, short to the left. And Smith coming off an 11-point game in the Consolation semifinals against Osborne Stewartsville on Wednesday. Lager for Haley. Over to the left wing to Engel. Up to Wallace. Drives in. Puts it off glass for 2.
Well,
and a timeout going to be called here by the Lady Warriors. We'll be back after this Petty John All Center timeout when we come back in a moment.
Sublime Flamingo Boutique on the west side of the square in Albany is your prom dress headquarters in Gentry County. They have prom dresses in stock and are taking appointments now. So schedule your appointment to find the best dress today. If you're needing something stylish and cute for your princess, you don't need to head to the city and the big box stores. Instead, you can visit Sublime Flamingo Boutique in Albany. Call and schedule your appointment early at 660-851-1122 or book online at SublimeFlamingoBoutique.com. Stay local with Sublime Flamingo Boutique, LLC on the square in Albany.
And welcome back out again here to King City, where it's a lead here in favor of Stanberry by a score of 8-2. It'll be Albany basketball coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Make sure to check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Haley Wink to bring the ball across midcourt for the Lady Warriors. Over to the right wing for Addison Crawford. Back up top to Brooke Wink. Pass to Crawford. That'll be picked up though by Haley Wink. Sturkis back to Crawford. Up top to Brooke Wink, over to Haley Wink. Pass back up now to Crawford.
You can see the Stanberry defense has got Albany pushed just a little bit further out each time they come down the floor. Dialed up the pressure a little bit.
Crawford in the corner here to Haley Wink, trying to feed it inside for Jenna Smith. Bounces it back out for Haley Wink, over to Crawford. Up top to Brooke Wink. Haley Wink's pass down inside to Jenna Smith. Knocked out of bounds. 2.5 left here in the first quarter. We almost had color analyst Mike Atkins jumping up for that one, but.
Yeah, I think I pulled a muscle.
It's the end of your strenuous activities for the night.
That's it. I'm done. Get the ice bag.
Katie Engel over to the right wing here for Eva Cameron. Back up top for Engel. High post to Wallace. And it's stripped away by the Warriors, but picked back up here by Engel, and she's going to be called here for the travel. 2:15 remains here in the opening quarter. It's an 8-2 lead in favor of the Lady Bulldogs here in this girls' consolation game. And again, looking for their third straight girls' consolation final victory. They won the Albany consolation game, won the Stanberry, now looking for the King City as well as they get it down to Sturkis. Back up for Haley Wink to Crawford.
Well, and again, somebody got to shoot the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just not.
Well, that's about the same thing we said whenever the Warriors faced Stanberry the last time at Stanberry. They went about a quarter where they just didn't look to shoot.
Well, now they're not getting many possessions, but they aren't even getting a shot off. They've had 6. They took a minute on the first, minute and 13 on the first possession. And since that time, they've had 6 turnovers.
Wallace gets it off to Matson, sends it back out to Emmett Cameron, up top to Haley, right wing for Engel. Trying to feed it back inside to Wallace, back out to Lindsay Haley, top of the key. Eva Cameron shoots one from 3 and drains it. 11-2 is the Lady Bulldogs lead. Into the corner for Jenna Smith. Trying to answer, leaves it just short. Sturkis with the putback is going to be fouled and will go to the line here to shoot 2 free throws. Foul here goes against Katie Engel. So Jordan Sturkis at the free throw line here for the second time tonight. She has the Warriors' only points from the free throw line. Misses on the first. And the second free throw good, as it's an 11-3 Stanberry lead underneath a minute left to play here in the opening quarter. Katie Engel over to left wing for Stoll. Eva Cameron, right wing to Engel. Matson inside to Wallace, goes up strong off glass for 2. Wallace with 7 of the 13 after finishing with 33 against Maysville on Wednesday.
Well, I don't know what the Warriors' answer is. You've got to try to make them beat you from the outside.
And now Sturkis will be fouled here inside the paint. And the foul this time is going to go against Amelia Wallace. They were going to say she was in the act of passing, not the act of shooting. Grace Matson will check in here for Wallace with 27.9 left here in the opening quarter. Ball inbounds to Haley Wink in the corner. Gets it to Sturkis. Back out to Brooke Wink. Jenna Smith from just inside the three-point line, just long. Rebound made by Stoll. So Katie Engel brings the ball across midcourt with 10 seconds left here in the first quarter. Stoll has the ball tip picked up by Matson. Eva Cameron over to the right wing for Engel. Eva Cameron for Stoll. Her shot from just in front of the three-point line, no good. At the end of one quarter of play, it's a 13-3 lead in favor of the Bulldogs. We're back with more in a moment on Albany TV.
West Fork Tire and Auto in Stanberry can get you up and running when your vehicles fail this winter season. So if you run into trouble and tire work needs done, give West Fork Tire and Auto a call at 660-783-0011. They also have an on-the-farm service truck for when you run into problems on the farm. West Fork Tire on the southeast side of the square in Stanberry. Give them a call today, 660-783-0011, where they have service you can depend on with pricing you deserve.
This is Jamie at East Fork Lodge and Ranch in Albany, Missouri. We are excited to announce that we are nearing completion of our new 9-bedroom main lodge. All bedrooms are located on the ground floor and have 2 queen-size beds, with 2 of those rooms having an additional full-size sofa bed. The dining hall, kitchen, and 33-seat theater room are located within the lodge but can be rented for family gatherings, reunions, or any other celebrations you may have in mind. We are taking reservations now, so contact me at jamie@eastforklodge.com.
And welcome back out again here to King City. It's a 13-3 lead in favor of the Stanberry Lady Bulldogs. Albany will start out with the basketball here. Start out the second quarter.
Well, one telling statistic from that first quarter, the Warriors have no defensive rebounds. Stanberry has either scored, gotten fouled,
or turned the ball over.
And
now a jump ball here is going to go here to the Bulldogs. Trista Longer with the basketball, brings it across midcourt. Right wing for Engel.
Warriors go to a little man-to-man here in the second quarter.
Stoll over to Matson. Up top for Engel. Gets it to Lager. Trying to send it inside to Engel. Outside, Matson sends it inside for Lindsay Haley. Puts it in off glass for 2.
And Amelia Wallace starts on the bench for the Bulldogs. I think she's got 2 fouls.
Yes.
We have a tough time with where we're located. We can't see the scoreboard, and we don't
know
always.
She definitely has 1, but maybe 2. And with her starting the second quarter on the bench, thinking maybe she has 2, as Smith's shot from 3 misses off iron. Lager up top for Haley. Drives. Partially blocked, gets her own rebound, sends it back out now. And Lager drives in and puts it in for 2. 17-3, it's a 14-point Lady Bulldog lead. Haley Wink in the corner for Smith, back to Haley Wink. Trying to get to her sister Brooke at the high post, and the pass goes overhead out of bounds. And now Keely Sins will check in here for the Warriors as the Warriors will take a timeout. We're back after this Petty John Center timeout here on Albany TV.
Whoa, Geritano, great food catering. ice cream and deli. Whoa, Geritano is all the good things in life that you can put in your belly. Get it to go, a dine-in, a pickup window, we cater events. Whoa, where can I go? Geritano Mico, baby, Albany Mo.
Are you needing more space in your home and looking to remodel, or just start from scratch and have your dream home built? Then contact Williams Construction LLC and Electric in Albany. Williams Construction LLC and Electric in Albany can help you with all of your building needs. Big or small, they do it all at Williams Construction LLC and Electric. Contact them today at 660-483-0255 or 660-726-2417.
And welcome back out again here to King City, where coming out of the Petty General Center timeout at Stanberry basketball. Katie Engel, top of the key, sends it for Lindsay Haley. Inside to Kylie Matson, back out to Engel. Trista Lager from three. Leaves it short, rebound pulled in by Jordan Sturkis. Keely Sins in the corner, up top to Crawford. For Brooke Wink, dribbles in, puts up the shot. Maybe tipped a little bit by Kylie Matson. Rebound made by Addison Crawford, can't get it to go, and then they're going to get a foul here against Jordan Sturkis. And that foul here against Jordan Sturkis is going to be her second, team's third.
And we're over 10 minutes into this game. Warriors still looking for their first field goal.
Got 3 points, all coming from the free throw line, all coming from Jordan Sturkis so far. Lindsay Haley leaves it off for Kylie Matson. Drives and puts it in off glass for two off the little runner. 19-3 is the lead in favor of the Lady Bulldogs as Angle about comes away with the steal, but it goes out of bounds. Now Haley Wink will check in for Jordan Sturkis. Amelia Wallace checks in for Lindsay Haley.
Well, this is not going to be a close game.
No.
You know, we've had two close ones. This is going to be a blowout.
As Katie Angle comes away with the steal on the wing. Lager for Wallace on the baseline, back to Lager. Right wing here for Katie Angle. Kylie Matson with it in the corner for Wallace. Goes up strong, has it partially tipped, comes back to her. She'll set it back up top. Matson again, a little runner, this time off the mark. Rebound pulled in by Wallace, sends it back out. Matson gets it into Wallace, goes off glass for two. And another timeout called here by Albany with 4:32. They trail 21-3 here in the second quarter. We're back with more in a moment.
Andy's Whistle Stop is a fully functional coffee shop with Wi-Fi located in an old church with stunning stained glass windows in downtown Albany. Andy serves specialty lattes, drip coffee, Americanos, cappuccinos, hot chocolate, Italian sodas, and tea, along with in-house made baked goods. Andy's is open Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 2 p.m., and on Saturday, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Start your morning in a beautiful setting in downtown Albany at Andy's Whistle Stop.
And welcome back out again here to King City for this girls' consolation game. As the number 3 seed Stanberry on top of the number 5 seed Albany, 21-3 with 4:30 left here in the second quarter. Keely Siddons brings the ball across mid-court over left wing for Haley Wink.
Now the Bulldogs go to a man-to-man defense.
Get it to Crawford, baseline, goes off glass for two.
Good backdoor cut and a good finish under pressure. But we've said before, I think the Warriors need more offensive firepower from both Crawford and Brooke Wink. They are arguably the two with the most experience on the floor for the Warriors.
This one tipped out of bounds here off the Warriors. It stays with Stanberry with 3:55 left to play here in the second quarter, 21-5. Lady Bulldogs with the lead. Ball inbounds for Wallace. Her shot misses. Rebound fought over between Jenna Smith and Caitlin Stoll. Goes to Albany. Keely Siddons will bring the ball across midcourt here for the Lady Warriors. Gets it down into the corner for Haley Wink.
You got Brooke Wink in the post with the defender behind her. Doesn't get it.
Haley Wink's pass for Keely Siddons goes out of bounds. 3:25 left here in the second quarter. Katie Engel to bring the ball across midcourt for the Lady Bulldogs. Left wing to Stoll. Eva Cameron, Lindsay Haley ready to check back in at next stoppage for the Lady Bulldogs. Wallace up at the high post, back over to Engel. Her shot on the runner. Can't get it to fall. Ball tipped around. Picked up here by Haley Wink, and she's going to be fouled. And the foul this time is going to go against Caitlin Stoll. That'll be her first. She'll check out along with Trista Lager again as Haley and Cameron check back in. 3 minutes left to play here in the opening quarter. Siddons with the basketball. Trying to feed it into Haley Wink. Kept in play by Brooke Wink, but picked up here by Kylie Matson. Left wing, Lindsay Haley had the shot. Elects to pass on it. Sends it over to Engel. Comes back to Haley again. Open shot this time. Elects to take it. Misses off iron. And Engel has it stolen away here by Jenna Smith. And the Smith pass from Smith stolen away here by Wallace. She will be fouled. Muscles it up in as well, though. She'll go for the and one opportunity. Foul this time going to be called against Addison Crawford. Jordan Sturkis and Jasmine Valderrama will check in as Jenna Smith and Brooke Wink check out. Free throw from Wallace, no good. Sturkis going to be called for the travel as she pulls in the rebound but falls down to the floor. And a timeout going to be called here by Stanberry, a full Petty General Center timeout. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
The Albany Booster Club is raffling off a brand new 2022 John Deere XUV 835M. You can get your ticket by talking with an Albany Booster Club member or at Hogue Lumber Company in Albany or by messaging them on the Albany Booster Club Facebook page. The cost per ticket is $100, but there will only be 300 tickets sold. So get your ticket for a brand new 2022 John Deere XUV 835M now before all tickets are sold. The proceeds of the tickets will be used on Albany R3 students through the Albany Booster Club. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations are proud to sponsor the students of the Albany, King City, Stanberry, and Worth County school districts. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations would like to remind you to mark your calendars for their annual Cattlemen's Dinner and Auction coming up March 25th at the Armory in Albany at 6 p.m. and their annual Tractor Pull July 8th in Stanberry. When life never stops moving, one thing will always bring your family together. Beef, it's what's for dinner.
Kylie Matson from three, misses long. Rebound pulled in here by the Warriors. Keely Siddons with it on the wing. Gets it back up to Crawford, top of the key. Over to Jasmine Valderrama. Haley Wink for Sturkis. To Crawford baseline, her shot. Misses off inside iron. Ball tipped around, picked up here by Lindsay Haley. 23-5, Stanberry with the lead, 1:35 left to play here in the second quarter. Eva Cameron with the basketball right wing. And she's going to be called here for the travel as Trista Lager checks in here for Katie Engel with 1.5 left here in the second quarter of play. Bringing the ball across midcourt now. will be Keely Siddons. Puts up a shot off the mark to the left. Wallace gets the rebound, gets it here for Kylie Matson. Over the left wing for Lager, up top. Eva Cameron to Haley. Inside for Kylie Matson. Spins, puts up the shot, and gets the shooter's roll as it falls in. Stanberry with a 20-point lead here with 45 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Valderrama into the corner for Sturkis. Her shot from three. Hits off iron. Tipped around, picked up here by Haley. And Valderrama will knock it out of bounds. Checking in now will be Lexi Nicely, Brooke Wink, and Jenna Smith as Haley Wink, Jasmine Valderrama, and Jordan Sturkis check out. 30 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. It's a 20-point Lady Bulldog lead. Amelia Wallace, right wing. Eva Cameron from three. That's her second of the night. Jenna Smith, pull-up jumper. Can't get the shot to fall. Matson with the rebound. Lindsay Haley, right wing. Lager, runner from three, can't get it to fall. And that'll do it for the first half, 28-5. Stanberry with the lead. We're back with your Albany Hy-Vee halftime when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your sporting snack headquarters for all of your favorite sports. If you want to bring the smells of the games to your living room, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your sports snack favorites before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpless smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms and ranches is at the heart of what we do. After all, it's where we got our start more than 90 years ago. We understand the hard work that goes into building and sustaining your business. And that's why we offer customizable policies that protect everything you worked hard for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves. Contact me today.
For details, stop by and talk to Agent David Smith at 116 South Smith Street in Albany, or at 303 North Park Street in Stanberry, or call 660-726-3536 today.
Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is here to help you with all of your DIY projects. Whether you're doing a home remodel, some repair work, a painting job, or a plumbing job, Hogue Lumber Company's dedicated staff can help you get the materials that you need to do the job right. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is your trusted hometown hardware store and lumber yard for more than 4 decades.
Northwest Cell, your local cell phone provider, is a proud supporter of all local schools. Northwest Cell has authorized agents located in Albany, Grant City, Maryville, Mound City, Oregon, Rockport, Stanberry, and Tarkio. Stop in at any of Northwest Cell's authorized agents or visit nwmcell.com to learn about their FlexPay Unlimited data plans or any of this month's hot deals.
Bank Northwest is a full-service bank offering checking, interest-bearing accounts, savings accounts, certificate to deposit, safe deposit boxes, as well as agricultural, real estate, business, and consumer loans. Bank Northwest features 5 locations in Northwest Missouri in Bethany, Cameron, Hamilton, Polo, and Stanberry, as well as 8 easy-to-use ATM locations throughout the area as well. Bank Northwest is your hometown bank covering Northwest Missouri. Bank Northwest, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Dr. Fallon Steens, and I'd like to become your family's dentist. If you call Northwest Missouri home, you no longer need to drive for miles to visit the dentist. I personally invite you to contact our practice located in Stanberry. Our pledge to our patients is to provide exceptional care in a comfortable, friendly atmosphere. If you have public or private insurance coverage, chances are you may need to use it before the end of the year, and chances are we accept it. Exceptional dental care, close to home. I hope to see you soon. Dr. Fallon Steens, Family Dental in Stanberry. More smiles, fewer miles.
Welcome back out again here to King City. I'd like to thank our sponsors. Help you bring you tonight's ball game between the number 3 seed Stanberry, number 5 seed Albany girls for the consolation game. BTC Bank, Petty General Centers, locations in Bethany and Albany. Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards north of Albany, the Albany IV and the BNG in the Morning podcast. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Association, Northwest Cell, Giratella Meat Co. in Albany, Mo, American Family Insurance Agent, David Smith in Albany and Stanberry. Hogue Lumber Company of Albany, Raymond Smith's Body Shop of Albany. Lone Star Investments of Albany, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany, East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center of Albany, Andy's Whistle Stop in downtown Albany, Williams Construction and Electric, Sublime Flamingo Boutique on the Square in Albany, the Briar Patch in also on the Square in Albany, Northwest Chiropractic in Stanberry and Maryville, Bank Northwest, West Fork Tire and Auto of Stanberry, Pineview Manor in Stanberry, Dr. Fallon Steen's DDS of Stanberry, the H&B Bank of Stanberry, Rain Physical Therapy in Maryville, the City of Albany, Albany Booster Club, Albany and Stanberry School Districts, and the Printery New Shopper located in Albany. An update from the boys' third place game, 23-17, Osborne Stewartsville leads over King City for that boys' third place game over in the new gym. Uncertain if that is a halftime score or not. And here at half, it is Stanberry with a commanding 28-5 lead. Taking a look here at the stats from the first half, Stanberry girls shooting 12 for 26 from the field, 2 for 6 from behind the three-point arc, 2 for 4 from the free throw line. They're led in scoring by Amelia Wallace with 11 points, 6 points from Kylie Matson, 6 points from Eva Cameron, 2 points so far from Lindsay Haley and Trista Lager, 1 point from Caitlin Stoll. For Albany, they're shooting 1 of 14 from the field, 0 for 4 from behind the three-point arc, 3 for 4 from the free throw line. They're led in scoring by Jordan Sturkis with 3 points, all coming from the free throw line, 2 points so far from Addison Crawford.
Well, I mean, the score tells you everything you need to know. The Warriors aren't playing anything on offense or defense, either one. I mean, they
well, and you had a stat. Albany girls have 14 shots, 13 turnovers.
Yeah, and they've been doubled up, rebounded. They're being out rebounded 16-8, mostly on the strength of Stanberry has 9 offensive rebounds in the first half. That's, for most teams, that's too many for a game, let alone for a half.
Yes.
Now, the Warriors themselves have 5, but if you remember, 4 of those 5 came in the first 2 or 3 minutes of the ball game.
Yes.
And they can't get a shot off. No, they're not really looking to shoot it.
No.
When they do have, they're not ready to shoot it when they catch it. Then defensively, like I said, for a while the Warriors have 3 defensive rebounds, 3.5, and that tells you, I think, everything you need to know. I mean, they're giving up baskets, and then when they force a miss, they don't get the rebound either. They get 9. Stanberry has 9 offensive rebounds. Good performance by Stanberry.
Yeah.
I mean, they're getting points from multiple sources, not just Amelia Wallace. I mean, we've seen games where 28 points was their game total.
Yeah.
And they're on line. They're on pace to have a really good night.
Well, and
offensively,
the Warriors in that first possession took 1:13 off the clock, got up 2 shots, and then got another shooting foul. And that was probably kind of like what we saw at the start of the second half on Wednesday night. But then the second trip down, it was turnover, and then the next one was a turnover, and then another turn, and they just couldn't quite ever get back to.
After that first series, the next 5 trips ended in a turnover.
Yes.
And not really after a lot of time being handled. Now, in fairness, Stanberry turned up the defensive pressure a little bit, but you got to be able to handle it. I mean, that they're trying to pass it around, and Stanberry jumps in the passing lane, and it's almost a reaction of, what do I do now? And as we said before, a good rule of thumb if you're playing against any zone, if you have trouble passing the ball against a zone, penetrate and make 2 people in the zone come to get you.
Yes.
Which should open up a pass to somebody. And if the Warriors do that, and they don't do it very often, a lot of that times then it still ends up in a turnover. So they look flustered. You know, they're not getting anything done. And now, one thing we have seen from them is the first few minutes of the second half. In the last several games we've seen, they've come out and played pretty well.
Yes.
Now, they have trouble sustaining it, but they have come out and played pretty well. So, I mean, halftime adjustments, or whatever Coach Epperly says at halftime, seems to have an effect. But I don't know. They came out in this game, and I just, once they started to turn it over, it just snowballed for them, and Stanberry blew out the huge lead. And right now, let's be honest, you got 5 points in the half. The Warriors had trouble scoring all year.
Yeah.
It's tough to see them being able to come back and get into this game in any way, shape, or form.
Remember your halftime tonight here on Albany TV, brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Find everything on your grocery list and a smile in the aisles at your Albany Hy-Vee. As we get ready to start second half action, it will be Stanberry girls basketball as they will start out the second half with a 28-5 lead here in this girls consolation game. That is a halftime score. Osborne Students go over King City in that home place game. So again, it'll be Stanberry basketball to start out the second quarter. It'll be Addison Crawford, Brooke Wink, Haley Wink, Jordan Sturkis, Jenna Smith for Albany, Trista Lager, Kylie Matson, Caitlin Stoll, Amelia Wallace, and Katie Engel for Stanberry to start the second half. Engel to inbounds here for Lager. Warriors look like they come back out in a 2-3 zone. They did go man-to-man for a moment there in that second quarter. Now go back to the zone. Brooke Wink keeping a very close eye on where Amelia Wallace is at all times. Not certain, may almost even be a box and one, but no, it will just be a straight zone.
But you've got Jordan Sturkis coming all the way over from the wing to try to help double. And the negative to that is shot goes up, there's nobody there to check out on the weak side glass.
30-second Penny John Center timeout quickly taken by Stanberry. We're back with more in a moment on Albany TV.
Tanya McCampbell of Lone Star Investments at 120 South Smith Street in Albany has been your hometown financial advisor since 2009. When you need help securing your future, give Tanya a call at 660-726-5119. Lone Star Investment Securities are offered through registered representatives of Cambridge Investment Research Incorporated, a broker-dealer member of FINTRA SIPC. Advisory services are through Cambridge Investment Research Advisories Incorporated, a registered investment advisor. Cambridge and Lone Star Investments are not affiliated. Give Tanya a call at 660-726-5119 at Lone Star Investments to secure your future.
And welcome back out again here to King City, where it's a 28-5 lead. Stanberry basketball coming out of the Petty John Arnold Center timeout. Lager with the basketball up at the top of the key. Haley Wink comes away with the steal here for the Lady Warriors. Wink brings the ball across midcourt over to the right wing to Brooke Wink into the corner for Smith. To the low block for Sturkis, tries to muscle it up, and that one falls out. Rebound picked up here by Amelia Wallace. Angle right wing for Stoll. Trying to get it into Wallace. And Brooke Wink gets in front of the pass, picked up here by Jenna Smith. Addison Crawford, top of the key for Haley Wink. Brooke Wink to Jenna Smith, high post. To Haley Wink, her shot from three, misses short. Rebound picked up by Stanberry. Stoll right wing. Trying to get it to Madsen. Back up to Engel. For Stoll. Lager with the basketball left wing, tipped by Haley Wink, picked up though by Stoll, and then Wallace drains a three from outside.
Well, I'm sure that wasn't expected.
No.
But not surprised.
Crawford trying to get it back up to Jenna Smith, stolen away here by Wallace. Up to Katie Engel for Lager. Goes up and muscles it in for two. 33-5 is the lead here for the Lady Bulldogs. 5:20 left here in the third quarter. Crawford to Smith, right wing. Trying to feed it inside to Brooke Wink. To her sister Haley, who puts it in off glass from two from in the paint.
Nice interior passing by the Warriors.
5:05 left here in the third quarter. Angle sends it left wing for Stoll. Gets it into Kylie Madsen, and she's going to be fouled. Will go to line to shoot 2 free throws.
Warriors back to man, I believe, although it looks like they have one player that's kind of just turning somebody loose, staying in the middle of the lane to help.
Foul against Jordan Sturkis is her third. As Madsen misses the first free throw. Lindsay Haley will check in here for Caitlin Stoll. As the second free throw attempt upcoming. From Kylie Madsen off back iron. And Amelia Wallace hustles and muscles in a rebound. Katie Engel, top of the key, left wing for Haley. Had the three, elected not to take it. Tipped into the backcourt by Haley Wink, but picked up by Lager for Wallace. Trying to send it up top, knocked away, picked up. Here by Lady Warriors is Haley Wink again. Comes away with the steal, but then gets it right back here to Wallace for Engel. Goes up, knocks it in off the glass for two.
And the toughest decision that Coach Wynn's going to have right now is when to substitute.
As another steal brought in here by Trista Lager. And the shot goes out of bounds here off of Albany. And if you're a Lady Bulldog fan, probably could have seen a foul there, but with the score, probably not going to get too many.
No.
Jasmine Valderrama and Keely Siddons will check back in for the two Wink girls. Checking in for Stanberry is Grace Matson. Katie Engel inbounds for Grace Matson. Trying to fight in a shot, gets fouled. Will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Foul this time going to go against Jenna Smith. Foul against Smith is her second. Team's second here in the third quarter. Free throw from Grace Matson. Misses off iron. Second free throw attempt from Matson, banks in. 36-7, it's a 29-point Lady Bulldog lead. Crawford right wing for Siddons.
The Bulldogs kind of going to a 3-2 zone now, or 1-2-2, if you prefer it.
And they'll put Wallace up top on that. Keely Siddons with the basketball. Gets it over to Jenna Smith for Crawford. Her shot from 3. Hits off back iron. Rebound made by Sturkis. Put back up off the mark. Rebound pulled in by Grace Matson. Trista Lager with it right wing. Up top. Here to Engel. Wallace trying to get it down to the block. Stolen away here by the Lady Warriors. And they're going to get a foul here against Lindsay Haley. Foul against Haley, her first. Eva Cameron will check in here for Trista Longer. Three minutes left to play here in the third quarter. 36-7 is the Stanberry lead. Siddons left wing here to Valderrama. Crawford gets it to Smith. Up to Siddons. Pass to Valderrama, stolen away here by Angle. Gets to Grace Matson, back again to Angle. Brings it across midcourt. Lindsay Haley going to be fouled here by Keely Siddons. And Haley will go to line here for 2 free throws. The foul against Siddons is going to be her first, team's third. Brooke Wink ready to check back in here for the Warriors. First free throw attempt from Lindsay Haley is good. Brooke Wink will check in here for Jenna Smith. Kylie Matson will check in here for Amelia Wallace. Second free throw attempt from Lindsay Haley. Misses off front iron. Rebound made by Crawford. Brooke Wink drives in, goes up, and will be fouled. She'll go to line to shoot 2 free throws as it sits at a 30-point ball game in favor of the Lady Bulldogs. Foul this time is going to go against Grace Matson.
Well, the Warriors definitely could stand to do more of that. Anything that keeps them from, all they're doing is dribbling around the outside of the perimeter of the zone. They can't make a pass, so they dribble around the zone instead of into it to make a play.
Brooke Wink misses the first free throw off front iron. Taylon Dirks will now check in here for Lindsay Haley. Second free throw from Brooke Wink hits off back iron. 37-7, Stanberry with a lead. 2 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Taylon Dirks gets it inside for Matson, spins, puts it off glass for 2. Kylie Matson with 8 points here in the ball game. Trying to get it over to Valderrama, picked up by Wink in the deep corner. Crawford fakes, now sends it back out to Brooke Wink for Valderrama. Back to Brooke Wink, right wing. Up to Crawford from 3. Shot off the mark, rebound pulled in here by Stanberry. 39-7, 1:23 left to play here in the third quarter. Taylon Dirks up top for Grace Matson. Eva Cameron back up to Kylie Matson. Dirks puts up the shot, misses short, rebound pulled in by Sturkis. Siddons gets it off for Crawford. Nice little pass as Crawford puts it off glass on the fast break.
Well, and that's one of the things, they look better when they get out and run a little bit, but the problem with that, you must rebound or force turnovers to be able to do that. Here you got the opportunity to go again.
Keely Siddons baseline, gets it to Sturkis, trying to get it to Sturkis, goes through her hands, picked up by Valderrama. Siddons dribbles in. Back out to Brooke Wink. Valderrama for Sturkis up at the high post. Her shot goes off inside iron. Rebound pulled in by Kylie Matson. 39-9. It's a 30-point Warrior or Lady Bulldog lead here. 10 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Dirks down to Matson on the baseline. Back to Dirks. Up to Grace Matson. Her shot blocked. And that'll do it for the third quarter. 39-9. It's a 30-point lead in favor of Stanberry. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Dr. Darcy Richardson of Northwest Chiropractic Clinic in Stanberry is committed to providing chiropractic solutions to address your unique needs. Whether you are experiencing back pain, neck pain, headaches, or even muscular tightness and tension from a fall or slip, Dr. Darcy Richardson can help. If your athlete has suffered an injury this sports season, call Dr. Darcy Richardson at 660-235-8037 to get your athlete ready for the next sports season. Northwest Chiropractic Clinic in Stanberry, adjusting you today for a better tomorrow. The Briar Patch on the west side of the square in Albany has gifts for every occasion. The Briar Patch can help you with fresh flowers, green plants, candles, willow tree angels, customized cups, and so much more. They also deliver your gift items. Don't forget, the Briar Patch also features tuxedo rentals for all occasions. To schedule a fitting for your tux or to order your one-of-a-kind gifts, call the Briar Patch on the square in Albany at 660-726-4170.
And welcome back out again here to King City as we start fourth quarter action. It'll be Albany basketball. It's a 30-point game in favor of the Lady Bulldogs. It'll start as a running clock fourth quarter, but could stop if it gets within 30. As Crawford takes a shot from three, misses off iron, and then tipped out of bounds here off of Stanberry. Ooh, I don't know about that. I think that one might have went off of Sturkis.
Yeah, I did too. I thought Jordan tipped it out.
Siddons with the basketball left wing. Back over to Crawford. Sturkis up the high post out to Jasmine Valderrama. Pass out to Crawford left wing. To Brookwink. Dribbles in, and she will be fouled. Will go to line to shoot 2 free throws. If she gets one of these, the clock will stop.
Well, and Stanberry, to Coach Wentz credit, really kind of emptied the bench.
Yeah.
With about 3 or 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter, the Warriors just can't get anything going.
Brookwink misses the first. So the lone starters out there, Trista Lager and Kylie Matson. Stanberry with just 10 players on the floor, so giving a couple of her backups a break here to start as Brookwink hits the second.
They've got this a chance for them to get some time.
Yeah. Taylor Dirks down. Eva Cameron, her shot from the baseline just short. Brookwink loses it out of bounds. And now checking in Kylie, are Lexi Nicely, Haley Wink, and Jenna Smith as Brookwink, Keely Sins, and Jasmine Valderrama will sit here for the Lady Warriors. We kind of both looked at each other. I think Brookwink might have possibly gotten a foul call on that against her as Jenna Smith knocks one down from the left elbow. Lager for Matson. Kylie Matson sends it down to Eva Cameron. Her shot will be fouled. Will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws as Lexi Nicely going to be called for the foul. That'll be her first. First free throw from Eva Cameron hits off back iron. Now the second free throw. Misses as Taylor Dirks and Jordan Sturkis race for it, and it's going to be a jump ball, and I believe it is going to be Stanberry basketball. Yes, it will be.
Well, good hustle by Jordan Sturkis in a 27-point deficit. Still hustle the ball down, get on the floor after the loose ball.
Danny Van Draska with it, left wing. Gets it to Kylie Matson. Spins, turns around, puts it off glass, can't get it to fall. Rebound pulled in by Sturkis. Haley Wink with the basketball, right wing to Crawford. For Lexi Nicely. Back to Crawford. For Nicely. Sturkis back again to Crawford as she'll put down another. She slowly kept creeping her way towards the basket and put one down. She's got 6 of the Warriors' 14. Van Draska Up top here for Lager to Eva Cameron for Taylon Dirks. Goes through her hands, picks it up though before it crosses midcourt. Kylie Matson with the basketball. 5:08 left to play here in the fourth quarter. 39-14. Stanberry with the lead. Vandraska with it, left wing. Up top for Eva Cameron. Puts up a shot from the elbow and gets it to fall in. Eva Cameron with 8 points so far. That's her first from inside the three-point arc. She knocked down 2 3-pointers in the first half. Jenna Smith, the Sturkis up at the high post. Haley Wink just in front of the three-point arc. Hits off back iron. Rebound pulled in by Stanberry. Lager top of the key. The pass to Dirks goes off or out of bounds. Jasmine Valderrama, Brooke Wink will check back in for Albany. For Stanberry, Grace Manson, Caitlin Stoll, Lindsay Haley will check in as Kylie Matson and Eva Cameron will check out. Also, Taylon Dirks will check out for Stanberry as well.
Well, it looks like the night's over for Amelia Wallace and Kylie Matson, Katie Angle.
Into the corner here for Jasmine Valderrama. Up top to Brooke Wink. Left wing here for Jenna Smith. Valderrama trying to split the defenders, ends up sending it back out for Smith. Up top for Valderrama. Haley Wink trying to send it down to the baseline to her sister Brooke, and pass just out of her reach, out of bounds. Halfway through the fourth quarter of play, 41-14. Here's the lead here in favor of the Lady Bulldogs. Our next game coming up is the girls' third place game as Tristan Lager gets the bucket and the foul.
And the Warriors they've had this problem. They've tried to go man-to-man. Now they've got a problem of trying to pick up who's got who. Stanberry's had open players under the basket a few times and haven't been seen.
Back up to a 30-point ball game, 44-14. As Haley Wink has the ball knocked away, picked up here by Lindsay Haley. Gets it to Grace Matson. Back to Lindsay Haley. Tristan Lager with it on the wing. Stoll shot from the baseline. Off iron and in. Largest lead of the night here for the Lady Bulldogs sits at 32. Sturkis loses it off the foot of a Lady Bulldog. Back out again here to Brooke Wink. Jenna Smith from a deep 2. No, they're going to call it a 3. So Jenna Smith hits one from behind the arc. And Keely Sins will check in for Haley Wink with 3 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter. Grace Matson trying to get it down to Stoll. Goes up off glass for 2. 48-17 is the lead for the Lady Bulldogs. Valderrama right wing for Brooke Wink. To Valderrama. And a foul going to be called here against Caitlin Stoll. Clock will continue to run in a 31-point ball game. Checking back in for Stanberry will be Eva Cameron and Taylon Dirks. Tristan Lager and Caitlin Stoll will come out, and that'll probably be the end of the night for those two. Jasmine Valderrama to inbounds. Trying to get it in to Sturkis, comes back to Jasmine Valderrama for Brooke Wink up the high post. Trying to split defenders. She'll be fouled. We'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Well, I'm not sure Valderrama didn't have a turnover right there that was allowed to slip. I'm just guessing. We didn't have the best angle. I'm just guessing she didn't get in bounds after it was tipped back into her hands.
Brooke Wink will hit the first free throw. Clock will continue to run. Down to 1:25 as Brooke Wink's second free throw hits off back iron. Rebound pulled in by Stanberry. Lindsay Haley to bring the ball across midcourt for the Lady Bulldogs. Pass to Grace Matson goes through her hands, out of bounds. Lexi Nicely, Haley Wink will check in for Brooke Wink and Jenna Smith, as that'll probably end the night for those two. Right wing for Jordan Sturkis, up top for Jasmine Valderrama. Loses it as it's stolen away here by Lindsay Haley. And she almost trips over her own teammate. Danny Vandraska up top for Haley. And they're going to get a foul here against Jasmine Valderrama. Foul against Valderrama, her second. Team seventh, so going to the line for the 1-and-1.
This will pretty well end it.
Here's Stanberry. Haley can hit the first, it definitely will. With 15 seconds left. And it will end it here as Haley hits the first. She'll get the ball back with 3 seconds. And it hits off iron. So that'll do it as it's a 49-18 victory in favor of Stanberry over Albany in this girls' consolation game from the King City tournament. We'll be back in a moment to take a look at the BTC Bank postgame, tonight's Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North player of the game when we come back in a moment.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and you can earn that school extra cash. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded just like you. BTC Bank.
Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany is your hometown trophy and award shop. Winner's Circle North makes all kinds of trophies for sports, car shows, livestock shows, baby shows, and more. Winner's Circle North also does plaques of all sizes and kinds. Want something unique? Winner's Circle North has you covered with sublimation gifts and acrylic awards. To order your trophies, awards, or one-of-a-kind items, call Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North at 816-632-5599 or find them on Facebook at Winner's Circle North.
And welcome back out again here to King City, where the Stanberry girls win the girls' consolation trophy tonight here at King City by a final score of 49-18. Let's take a look here at the stats for Stanberry. They shoot 20 for 40 from the field, 3 for 7 from behind the three-point arc, 6 for 15 from the free throw line. They're led in scoring tonight by Amelia Wallace with 14 points, 8 points for Kylie Matson and Eva Cameron, 7 points for Trista Lager, 5 points tonight for Caitlin Stoll, 4 points for Lindsay Haley, 2 points on the night for Katie Engel, 1 point for Grace Matson. For Albany, they shoot 6 for 27 from the field, 1 for 9 from behind the three-point arc, 5 for 10 from the free throw line. They're led in scoring tonight by Addison Crawford with 6 points, 5 points for Jenna Smith, 3 points for Jordan Sturkis, 2 points for Brooke Wink, 2 points for Haley Wink.
Well, and from my stats, the Warriors got out-rebounded turnovers in the game, and I think they were also the beneficiaries of Stanberry substituting early in the second half, where this could have been a lot worse than it was, and it was bad enough as the final score indicated. It was just a bad night for the Warriors. Really couldn't get anything going offensively, turned it over a lot early, couldn't get shots. I mean, it was just not a good night, and that the 2 early games they had makes you wonder maybe. And I know they always say at the college and pro level, even a lot of times at the high school level, injuries are not a factor. They're a factor for the Warriors.
Yes. So, again, it's a 49-18 consolation victory win for the Stanberry Lady Bulldogs. They come away with 3 consolation trophies here this season. 1 at Albany, 1 at Stanberry, now 1 here at King City. We'll get set for the girls' third place game between South Holt and DeKalb girls when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.